Days of Our Lives Trails, Hidden Truths, and a race against time unfold in Salem. Salem is about to be rocked by a whirlwind of shocking revelations, heart-wrenching decisions, and dangerous secrets as Days of Our Lives rolls into the final episodes of March. The upcoming Thursday and Friday installments will ignite several burning storylines, laying the groundwork for even bigger drama leading into April. From long-lost secrets coming to light to bitter family conflicts and a life hanging in the balance, fans should buckle up for an emotional ride. Let's start with the upcoming episode airing Friday, March 28th, and work our way through the chaos. Julie faces an unthinkable choice. Will she send Doug 3 to jail? Julie Williams finds herself at the center of an impossible dilemma, one that pits her fierce sense of justice against her love for family. After discovering that her precious necklace has gone missing, suspicion falls on Doug 3, her own great-nephew and the namesake of her beloved late husband. While Julie may be fiery and outspoken, it's hard to imagine her dragging her young relative into court. But theft is theft, and if JJ, now back in town and working with the local police force, smells something criminal, he might feel obligated to act. As JJ begins investigating, tensions rise within the Williams family. Julie's devotion to her late husband makes the betrayal cut deeper, and there's no telling how far she might go to find the truth. Will she press charges, or will family ties override her anger? Either way, Doug 3 may not escape this scandal unscathed. Chanel, Paulina, and the battle for parenthood across town. Chanel and Paulina continue to fight a very different kind of battle, one that centers around love, hope, and the dream of a future with a new child. Working closely with adoption agent Amy Choi, the mother-daughter duo is determined to bring a baby into their lives. Yet, even as paperwork is filed and home visits begin, the path to adoption is far from smooth. Johnny, Chanel's devoted husband, should be by her side during this journey, but his mind is elsewhere. Haunted by anger and frustration toward his father, he's growing more distracted by the day. The strain between EJ and Johnny is beginning to show, and it could cost Chanel the emotional support she desperately needs. With so much on the line, Chanel may need to confront Johnny before his resentment threatens to derail their plans, and their marriage. Kate's secrets come back to haunt her meanwhile. Panic is starting to creep into Kate Roberts' carefully controlled life. As her husband Roman remains blissfully unaware, Kate is keeping a massive secret that threatens to destroy everything she's built. She's been covering up a fraudulent scheme, one that's inching closer to exposure. The week of March 31st through April 4th promises to unravel this deception. The con in question? A carefully orchestrated scam involving Philip, who's been manipulating events behind the scenes. But he won't be able to hide forever. Xander is on the verge of uncovering the truth, and when he does, the fallout could be explosive. Adding to the tension is Alex, who seems torn about whether to come clean or protect those involved. For now, he might choose to remain silent. But as Kate's role in the fraud becomes clearer, it's only a matter of time before Roman finds out. And when he does, the consequences could be devastating, for both their marriage and her reputation. To make matters worse, EJ is searching for someone to blame for his own downfall, and Kate may end up being an easy target. Andrew Donovan holds a dangerous secret as the intrigue continues to deepen. Andrew Donovan finds himself in a troubling position. He's hiding a major secret, one that could make the difference between life and death for one of Salem's most beloved figures, John Black. Andrew confides in Steve, admitting that he hasn't been entirely honest with his partner, Paul Narita, who also happens to be John's son. Despite pretending to know little about John's mission overseas, Andrew has been tracking developments far more closely than he's let on. His silence may have been meant to protect, but now that time is running out, the truth can no longer wait. Later, Andrew seeks out Marlena and delivers a chilling warning: John's time is running out. He's in serious danger, and if they don't act soon, they may lose him forever. The urgency in Andrew's voice prompts Marlena and Steve to begin preparing for action. Estonia may be their next destination, unless Andrew reveals another clue that shifts the search in a different direction. A son's love, a mother's fear. Marlena and Paul reconnect while Andrew and Steve formulate their next move. Marlena finds solace in a heartfelt conversation with Paul Narita. The two reminisce about John, the man who meant so much to both of them. As they reflect on his courage, his kindness, and the risks he's taken for others, Marlena's fears grow heavier. The possibility of losing John forever hangs over her like a storm cloud, and Paul's presence is both a comfort and a painful reminder of what's at stake. The emotional exchange is a poignant moment amid the chaos, revealing just how deeply connected this family truly is. Paul, though worried, is determined to remain strong, and Marlena draws strength from his love. Stephanie draws the line. Philip and Sarah panic meanwhile. Tensions flare between Alex and Stephanie as lingering suspicions rise to the surface. Alex, struggling with doubt and insecurity, bluntly asks Stephanie if she slept with Philip. Rather than lash out, Stephanie responds with raw honesty. She's tired of secrets. She's tired of games. And she's done pretending. Her decision to reveal the truth sends shockwaves through Salem. For Philip and Sarah, the confession is a ticking time bomb. Their involvement in past deceptions is dangerously close to being exposed, and as the week ends, they're both sent into a spiral of panic. Philip's return to Salem was meant to be a new beginning, but it may end in scandal instead. EJ's world crumbles, and a life hangs in the balance. EJ has managed to dodge legal consequences for now, thanks in part to the mysterious absence of his mother, Rachel Blake. But escaping prison doesn't mean he's in the clear. In fact, his situation may be more dangerous than ever. With fresh intelligence from Andrew, Steve and Marlena are moving full steam ahead with plans to save John. EJ, now on everyone's radar, could be forced into a corner as his enemies close in. Marlena and Steve are ready to do whatever it takes, even if it means leaving Salem behind for a risky mission overseas. And while EJ may have escaped one trap, he's about to walk into another. Someone wants revenge, and with his guard down, he might not see the danger until it's too late. A storm is coming to Salem as March draws to a close. Salem is on the brink of eruption. Every secret, every lie, and every betrayal is building to a crescendo that could shake the town to its core. Julie must decide whether justice is worth tearing her family apart. Chanel and Johnny face a marital crisis in the middle of a life-changing adoption. Kate is running out of time to come clean, while Andrew holds the key to saving a man's life, and maybe losing the trust of his own family. And with EJ, Philip, and Stephanie's tangled web threatening to collapse, no one is safe from the coming storm. Next, Days of Our Lives spoilers for Thursday, March 27th. Secrets, lies, and explosive confrontations rock Salem just when you think Salem couldn't get any more dramatic. Thursday's episode of Days of Our Lives delivers a flurry of emotional confrontations, shocking revelations, and tangled loyalties that will leave viewers on the edge of their seats. From Sarah spinning a desperate lie to Holly defending her favorite criminal, and from Xander unleashing his fury on Philip to Gabby facing a new threat under her own roof, Salem is truly bursting at the seams with chaos. Let's dive deep into the tangled drama set to unfold on March 27th. Sarah's desperate deception. Will Stephanie believe the lie? Sarah Horton is no stranger to tight situations, but this time, she may have backed herself into a corner with no easy way out. After weaving a highly questionable story, one so implausible it sounds like something out of a crime novel, Sarah finds herself face to face with Stephanie Johnson. And now, she's desperate to sell her fabricated tale as the truth. But Stephanie isn't easily fooled. She's sharp, intuitive, and knows when someone's feeding her a line. As Sarah attempts to explain away the inconsistencies in her story, Stephanie's skepticism grows by the second. The question remains, will Stephanie confront Sarah directly and demand the truth? Or will she play along, waiting for Sarah to hang herself with her own words? For Sarah, the stakes couldn't be higher. One wrong move, and the fragile web she's spun could come crashing down, taking others with her. Xander unleashes fury on Philip. Meanwhile, Xander Cook has finally reached his breaking point, and his target is none other than Philip Kyriakis. Years of grudges, mistrust, and betrayal come to a head in an explosive confrontation between these longtime rivals. Philip, who has managed to stay one step ahead of exposure until now, finds himself cornered by Xander's raw anger. Accusations fly, secrets are threatened, and things turn vicious fast. Xander doesn't hold back, ripping into Philip with all the fury of a man who feels he's been lied to, used, and pushed aside one too many times. But Philip isn't one to go down quietly. Though shaken by Xander's intensity, he may strike back, verbally or otherwise. Could this showdown trigger a new war between the two men? Or will one of them finally be forced to walk away before things spiral completely out of control? Melinda issues Gabby a stern warning. Elsewhere in Salem, Gabby Hernandez gets an unexpected, and very serious, visit from Melinda Trask. The district attorney is known for her no-nonsense approach, and this time, she isn't pulling any punches. Melinda delivers a blunt warning: there's a jewelry thief living under Gabby's roof. Though Doug may have been the one who physically stole the necklace, Melinda drops an even more disturbing bombshell: Leo Stark was the one who hid it. This revelation leaves Gabby rattled. The idea that a criminal could be under her nose without her knowing is unsettling enough, but the personal implications run even deeper. Leo, the same man her son Javi believed he was falling in love with, has been hiding a major crime in her home. The betrayal cuts twice as deep. Gabby must now decide how to handle this mess. Should she confront Leo? Protect her son from the truth? Or clean house before Melinda decides to do it for her? One thing's certain: Melinda won't be patient for long. Holly vs. Tate, trouble in teen paradise. Over at the Kyriakis mansion, teenage romance takes a sharp nosedive as Holly Jonas lashes out at her boyfriend, Tate Black. The cause? A stunning twist in the stolen necklace saga. Tate, perhaps in a moment of conscience, or maybe recklessness, told Julie that Doug was the one who took her missing necklace. Holly is furious. To her, Tate's actions represent the ultimate betrayal. Not only did he betray her trust, but he also outed her favorite criminal. Yes, Doug may have taken the necklace, but Holly seems more upset about the fact that Tate shared that information with the victim, Julie, than she is about the theft itself. In Holly's mind, that was personal information, not something to be handed out like gossip at the town square. She scolds Tate fiercely, accusing him of humiliating Doug and ruining her sense of control over the situation. What's worse, Tate has upset Julie, the woman who should have been kept in the dark, apparently, for Doug's sake. It's a strange moral compass, but Holly is clearly passionate about it. The argument exposes some uncomfortable truths about their relationship: Tate's honesty versus Holly's loyalty to the wrong people. Will this teenage love survive the clash? Or is this the first real crack in their budding romance?